Welcome to my channel. Here you'll find videos about rare, valuable, and interesting coins from around the world. Watch the videos, learn about coin history, coin values, and unique facts you won't find anywhere else. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. It really helps us grow and bring you even more amazing coin content. Thanks for watching. Let's get started. The coin you are describing is the 1972 Eisenhower Dollar, a large-size US $1 coin that was produced by the United States Mint between 1971 and 1978, and it carries great historical, numismatic, and symbolic significance. The obverse front of the coin features a bold portrait of Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, 1953 to 1961, and Supreme Allied Commander during World War II. Designed by Frank Gasparro, who at that time was a chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. The inscriptions on the obverse include the word liberty arching across the top, the national motto, "In God We Trust," placed just below Eisenhower's chin toward the left side, and the date 1972 at the bottom center. If the coin has a D mint mark, it means it was struck at the Denver Mint, which was one of the primary mints producing Eisenhower dollars. The Denver issue is known for its bold strikes compared to the Philadelphia issues, but like all Eisenhower dollars, circulation strikes were made in copper nickel-clad, with a composition of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core, weighing 22.68 grams and measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter. The reverse of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar carries an image based on the insignia of the Apollo 11 moon mission, an eagle landing on the moon's surface with wings spread, clutching an olive branch in its talons as a symbol of peace while approaching the lunar surface. In the background, the Earth can be seen rising above the horizon, representing humanity's first steps beyond our planet. Surrounding the central imagery are the inscriptions "United States of America" at the top, "E pluribus unum" just above the eagle, and the denomination $1 along the bottom. The design connects Eisenhower not only to his role as president, but also to his association with the space race era, and it was meant to commemorate the great achievements of NASA during the 1960s, particularly the first moon landing in 1969. The year 1972 is particularly important to collectors of Eisenhower dollars because the Philadelphia Mint issued three distinct reverse design varieties, known as Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3, relating to the engraving of the Earth on the reverse. These differences are visible in the shape and clarity of the islands under Florida and Cuba, making them a point of study for numismatists. The Denver issue, marked D, however, only exists in a single reverse type, so it is less complicated to collect, but still a necessary piece in completing a set. All Eisenhower dollars are large and heavy compared to modern U.S. coins, which has given them a reputation as cartwheels in collector slang. Although they circulated in the 1970s, many were hoarded due to their size and novelty, meaning large numbers survive in relatively good condition. In terms of value, most 1972 D Eisenhower dollars found in circulation or with signs of wear are worth about face value $1 to a couple of dollars depending on condition, but uncirculated examples can be worth more, especially in higher mint state grades, MS65 and above, certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC. While the Denver issue is not considered the rarest of the 1972 Eisenhower dollar family, its size, connection to President Eisenhower, and the moon landing theme make it highly collectible. Special collector editions of the Eisenhower dollar, sold by the U.S. Mint in 40% silver composition, were struck at San Francisco, but the Denver D coins are all clad copper-nickel circulation strikes. Historically, this coin represents the last large-sized dollar coin issued by the United States of circulation, since later issues like the Susan B. Anthony dollar, 1979 onward, were made much smaller. The Eisenhower dollar bridges a gap between Silver-era cartwheel dollars, like the piece of Morgan dollars, and modern dollar coinage, symbolizing both a tribute to a wartime president and an era of technological triumph with the Apollo program. The 1972 D Eisenhower dollar is thus both a functional piece of American money and a tangible artifact of 20th century U.S. history, tying together themes of liberty, faith, national strength, and humanity's reach toward the stars. The coin you are asking about is the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower Bicentennial Dollar with a D mint mark, a historically important U.S. $1 coin struck to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence. This large copper nickel-clad dollar, measuring 38.1 millimeters in diameter and weighing 22.68 grams, was minted at Denver, indicated by the small D mint mark located on the obverse just below Eisenhower's neck truncation. It belongs to the special coinage issued in 1975 and 1976 that bore dual-dated legends of 1776 to 1976 instead of a single-year date, symbolizing the bicentennial of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. On the obverse, designed by Chief Engraver Frank Gasparro, we see the strong and stately left-facing portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, Supreme Allied Commander of World War II and the 34th President of the United States. The inscriptions include liberty across the top rim, the motto "In God We Trust" in 2 lines just below Eisenhower's chin, and the dual date 1776 to 1976 curved along the lower rim, replacing the usual single-year date. The portrait is bold and detailed, reflecting Eisenhower's commanding presence, and serves as both a tribute to his presidency and a connection to the era of space exploration that was associated with the Apollo 11 mission, whose insignia had featured on earlier Eisenhower dollars. The reverse of this special bicentennial dollar was entirely new, chosen from a nationwide design competition sponsored by the U.S. Mint in 1973. The winning design, created by artist Dennis R. Williams, a 22-year-old art student at the time, features the image of the Liberty Bell superimposed against the surface of the moon, a striking composition that combines America's historic fight for freedom in 1776 with the nation's more recent triumph of reaching the moon in 1969. The crack in the Liberty Bell is faithfully represented, and behind it, the lunar surface and Earth's outline are visible, creating a symbolic connection between the past and future of the United States. Encircling the design are the inscriptions United States of America across the upper rim, the traditional motto E Pluribus Unum to the right of the bell, and the denomination $1 at the bottom. The combination of symbols emphasizes that the same spirit of liberty and unity that founded the nation carried forward into technological and scientific achievements. The bicentennial Eisenhower dollar was struck in enormous numbers to ensure wide circulation during the years of celebration. The Denver Mint produced over 82 million circulation strike examples in copper nickel-clad. These coins were released into general circulation beginning in late 1975 and throughout 1976, with the goal of allowing every American to handle and use a piece of commemorative coinage during the nation's 200th birthday. In addition to these clad circulation coins, the Mint also struck special 40% silver versions of collectors at San Francisco, sold in sets or individually. The D-marked Denver issues, however, were all base metal clad intended for commerce, though many were quickly hoarded by the public as keepsakes, given their patriotic designs and dual dates. The bicentennial dollar was notable as the last appearance of the large cartwheel-style U.S. dollar coin, which carried forward the tradition of Morgan and Peace dollars but in modern form. After the Eisenhower series ended in 1978, the dollar coin was reduced in size with a 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar, making the bicentennial issue one of the last chances for Americans to see and spend a large-format circulating dollar. While most 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollars in circulated condition carry only face value or small premium, uncirculated and high mint state examples from the Denver Mint can command higher values, especially if certified MS-65 or above. Collectors also appreciate this issue for its historical resonance, attractive and unique reverse design, and its connection to the bicentennial festivities, which included parades, fireworks, news stamps, and an array of commemorative memorabilia across the United States. In terms of symbolism, the 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower bicentennial dollar with a D mint mark represents not just a denomination of money, but a national artifact celebrating 200 years of independence, liberty, and unity under the motto E Pluribus Unum, out of many, one. The Liberty Bell evokes the birth of freedom in Philadelphia, while the moon reminds us of America's role in pioneering exploration and science. Holding this coin is like holding a small, enduring piece of America's past and present, linking George Washington's generation with the age of Eisenhower and the Apollo astronauts.